Hi everyone, my name is Ari Trigger and I'm a pre-sales engineer for Provision-ISR. Thank you for joining today's webinar where we'll learn how to create a time-lapse video using our Provision-ISR IP camera and scheduled snapshots. Let's begin. There are two methods for creating scheduled snapshots. Let's start by showing you how to set up a scheduled snapshot by saving them to the SD card inserted into the camera. To begin, log into the IP camera via the web interface and go to the config settings. First, let's select the quality of image each snapshot will generate in the video in audio settings located under image. For this tutorial, I'm going to select mainstream. For first-time use of the SD card, we'll need to format the SD card before we can start recording. Find storage settings located under systems. Let's perform a format. You can also change the storage percentage quota on this page and determine how you want the system to divide the storage between snapshots and videos. Let's move on to the snapshot parameters. You can see the system will save the image in JPEG at high resolution. If you go down to timing, we must enable scheduled snapshot. Once enabled, we can define the intervals we want the system to save a snapshot to our SD card. I'm going to input every 180 seconds or 3 minutes. Let's hit save. To view the recorded snapshots, go to search. And on the first drop-down menu where it says record, choose picture. Select the applicable date, hit the magnifying glass to see the results. You can see we have one event. Double-click to view the image. Now that we have successfully set up scheduled snapshots to be saved to the SD card, let me show you how to create a time-lapse video. The first thing we need to do is download the snapshots from the SD card to our computer. To do this, please use our native SD card video player, which you can download from our website, provision-isr.com. Go to Software, then select Download Tools. Scroll down until you see SD card video player for PC. This software allows you to play, view, and export content from the camera's SD card to your computer. Once downloaded, insert the SD card from the camera into your PC and open the software. Go to the Picture Manage tab and now define the range of the snapshots you want to view and then click Search. All the snapshots within the date range will display. You can scroll through them and to view the results. To export the snapshots to your PC, click on the Export Full List and select a folder on your PC to save them to. Once downloaded, switch to CapCut, a third-party software for creating time-lapse videos. Begin by importing your images into the software. It's extremely important to sort the images by name to ensure they are in chronological order for the time-lapse video to work. Select all images and drag them onto the timeline. If you hit play, by default, each image will display for 3 seconds. We need to change this to 1 frame per second to create the time-lapse effect. To do this, select all images on the timeline and drag the edges to shorten the duration. Play the video and review it, and make sure that you're satisfied before exporting. If you need to make adjustments, ensure all images are selected to apply the changes using the available options. When you're ready, click Export. From this menu, you can name the video, choose the destination folder on your PC, and set other video parameters that suits your needs. When you're ready, click Export. Congratulations, you have successfully created a time-lapse video using a Provision-ISR IP camera. Remember, at the beginning of this tutorial, I mentioned there are two methods for setting up scheduled snapshots. I've just shown you how to save snapshots to the camera's SD card. However, with firmware version 5.2.3, we also have a feature that allows you to save scheduled snapshots to a storage FTP server. The first step is to download FTP server software. For this tutorial, I'm using FileZilla. You need to create a user within the software and define the storage path. Once created, let's hop over to the web interface of our camera. Just a reminder, your camera needs to be running firmware 5.2.3 or later. Locate the FTP settings under Network Parameters. This is where we establish a connection between the IP camera and the FTP server. Click Add, and now we can provide a logical name to this FTP connection. We need to ensure that the server address where the FTP server is located is entered correctly. For this example, our FTP server is installed on our local PC. You can go to CMD and use the command ipconfig to locate the PC's IP address. Enter this information in the server address field on the camera. Next, we need to enter the virtual path of the storage server, which you can find within third-party software. And lastly, let's use the credentials we've just created when setting up the new user within FileZilla. After hitting save, it's advisable to test the connection. Now that we've established the link between our camera and FTP server, we need to enable the scheduled FTP settings on the camera. Before doing that, you can choose the image quality by going to Video and Audio settings. To enable the FTP snapshot, go to System and locate Storage. You'll see an option called FTP Snapshot. Click on Enable Scheduled Snapshot and it will automatically bring up the server address we've just created. Underneath, input your desired snapshot interval, which can range from 1 second to 24 hours. For this example, I will set it for every 5 seconds. After you hit save, the process has already begun. Let's check the folder on our PC where these scheduled FTP snapshots are being saved. As you can see, a new snapshot appears every 5 seconds. To create a time-lapse video, import these snapshots into the third-party software CapCut and repeat the process I showed you earlier. This is the end of our tutorial on how to create a time-lapse video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.